I've been thinking like a little time lapse through while we walk. Oh great, you're already filming now, aren't you? That is what we are getting on right there.
In Turkey, lads. Guys, we got a ride. I'm Aaron.
Josh.
And we are with Capital Youth. What 5 words would explain who you are and why?
Driven, chilled, happy.
Yeah.
Let's go with that.
I think I share the happy, athletic, like to laugh a lot and smile. I don't know why.
That's many more than.
I feel like
I think you've had your five word max now. So we've just finished our A-levels exams. We're now on holiday in
Turkey. We're about to find somewhere to sit down, have some like coconuts and like mangoes, and then we're gonna film a video.
Oh, some lovely flowers in this place. Some nice tree and a fine specimen himself. What challenges us about the message of Jesus and the person of Jesus?
I'd say for me, I like Jesus' example. The fact that he's just a human, he is a guy, I'm like, okay, cool.
Just a guy.
That's the first thing I can relate to. And the second most important thing, just these 2 things for me, is that he shows love. Love trumps over all the laws. So in the Bible where he's like heals a sick woman on the Sabbath day, in the laws it says no, but in terms of love, he put love first, put the person first, put people first, treat them with love, and that's how he operated. And that's just like, if I'm ever in like a dilemma, like how should I go about this? How should I treat people? Love.
What challenges me about Jesus is he's not just kind of like a fluffy bunny, oh love here, love here. He was strict and he was strong and he said some controversial stuff, and you know, he turned over the tables. He was a controversial figure in everything he did. Everything he did was in contrast to the society he was in. His treatment of women, his treatment of other people, his treatment of the oppressed, the sick, the poor, all of that. It was all out of love. It's not a cheap love. It was
Grounded.
Yeah. Where do we see the need for Jesus in the world?
I'd say that when you're having like a bad day or it's like a hard day, those are the days where it's most likely that we just slip up and we're like, we say something that's a bit too rude. We go over the line, we push the mark just to make ourselves feel better, we just want to lash out. And I'd say it's at those times where Jesus' example is the best, ultimate role model.
Yeah.
Because even on those bad days that we see him have, he doesn't treat people any less than him. And I say that's something that, for me, I just try to do when I'm speaking to people, especially on those bad days, is where you have to pay like close and special attention. It's so hard. I've messed up, I know, but he knows when I messed up as well.
I think the cool thing about Jesus as well, he was a human and he had human experiences and emotions, but the way he dealt with them is so contrast to how we might instinctively deal with such emotions.
This is our final day. We are on the beach. See, that's the beach. And
it's about what's been the impact of church on our lives.
Yeah.
That kind of thing.
So for me, the youth groups for me have been like the biggest thing, the biggest factor in me like shaping and coming to the place of like faith I am at today. I'd say the church that I used to go to when I was younger, I'd gone to a lot of churches because of like the work that my dad did, and in terms of finding people my age who were like Christians, I didn't really have that until I went to the church I'm at now. It's very important for me having a good youth group. A good youth group has been the biggest factor.
So I think a lot of people have the idea that church is kind of a very boring, like the kind of traditional like incense and pews and hymns and stuff, you know, that kind of thing. But my experience of church being it's exciting. The worship music is really, really cool, really innovative. Yeah, that's what I like about church. To be honest, I find it's not actually boring. It's actually very like creative and modern.
We have a youth group on Sunday mornings that we've like just started recently. We just sit there. It's such a chilled group of people.
It's like a discussion.
It just comes out.
Group. Like what kind of topics? Like
importance of morals. That's one that we like sat on quite well.
Values and principles and stuff. And then we done.
And where do you get them from? Why do we have them? Can we like probably work without them? Are they that important?
And we're going to tackle stuff like suffering and those kind of things. So it's like discussional groups. We actually journey alongside.
No one knows all the answers. That's what I like. You can go there. You do not get the question wrong because no one knows the full answers. And that's what I like about. For me, discovering Christianity and going through it in my own time and stuff like this with youth and other people, it's because I'm figuring it out just as much as the next person. Yeah. We are all figuring it out. We're all trying to learn from each other. You benefit off each other, and you just keep going up. You keep learning new things, and that's just, I think it's amazing for me. It's a fun challenge. It's a fun journey to go on. Is this thing on?
Why can't you just be a Christian by yourself at home?
Why can't I have my breakfast for a very long time in a Sunday morning?
Well, just have communion for breakfast, you know? Just
No, I want to just sit down and not have a rush in the morning. Why can't I do that? Tell me why.
Because you can't be. There's no such thing as a Christian, an alone Christian. God wants us to be in community with other people. God designed us to be in relationship with other people. And at church, you find those other people. You journey alongside. You express your doubts. You express. Doubts is right. Doubts is good. You go to church and you realise people are struggling with the same things as you. So you need to be in that community. God designed us for that, and it's actually really helpful to be in a community like that. Even if you've been hurt or stung by being in a church with other people, still keep going because it's better than doing it by yourself. You cannot do it. Isolation is never the key.
Yeah, I'd say the importance of church and the reason like why we need it is because life is so confusing. It's hard. And just when I go to church, it's just so peaceful. I mean, you may not have found a church that gives you that sense of peace, but when you do, you are absolutely know. I was talking to somebody here in Turkey, and he was telling me about only 2 months ago did he turn from Muslim to Christian, and he's just said it's just the peace that he felt. He couldn't explain it. A friend invited him. He came. His family found it hard to accept, but he is enjoying it, and he's going on this journey for himself. Don't do this because we told you to do it. Don't do it. If you're going to do it because me and Josh said it, forget it. Me and Josh, we're not perfect. We don't know that. But
speak for yourself.
But I would say is that in your own time, in your own way, go and discover, go and just search for your own self. Do it for you. Don't come and say, oh, Josh, no, it was you who made a decision to say, I want to just explore. I want to see what is church like? What would it mean for me? What would my life look like if I did go to church? It always comes back to love for me. It always comes back to love, how you treat people with respect. You see it on the street, sometimes people lacking respect or even showing respect, and you just see both of them. You're just like, wow. Well, I definitely want to be the one showing respect. How can I do that best? For me, going to church, reminding myself.
Reminds you. Because
centers me.
This kind of links into another question. When I've felt like further away from God, or like I haven't read my Bible in the week, and it's very easy to just kind of like forget about religion, church, and like my faith and stuff if I don't get that weekly reminder. So when I go to church, it kind of jump starts me, and it's like, oh wait, this is what I've been missing, and I can feel that peace again, but I can also feel that nagging, like God's saying like, come back to me in the week, not just on the Sunday.
That's a wrap. You can end this on this lovely beach. There you go.
In a bit.